Hey, today Allie is going to ask me 12 of the most common questions for people coming to Zihua. Let's do it.
Which is the best beach in Zihua?
Depends on what you want to do. For us, Playa La Madera is great because it's close to where we live, has good sand, a few restaurants and bars, the water's fairly calm, but there's also Barra de Potosi, Playa Blanca, and Playa Larga. Playa La Ropa is a really great beach. Playa Contramar and Playa Las Gatas have awesome snorkeling. There's Playa El Palmar and Playa Linda and Exopa, and Playa La Mahua is a pretty cool beach. And there are other beaches in the area too that people enjoy.
Where can I rent a surfboard?
Many of the beaches have people that rent boogie boards and surfboards. We like to say that anything is possible in Mexico. So if you just walk down the street or on the Malecon, you'll have no problem finding someone who is willing to help you, whether you need to rent a surfboard or a fishing boat or need a good place to eat or find an apartment for the next 2 months.
Which is better, Exopa or Zihuatanejo?
Our opinion is Zihua, but for people that want an all-inclusive hotel on the beach, then it's definitely Exopa. Both have their strong suits, but again, we definitely prefer Zihuatanejo. Others like Exopa more.
Is it safe in Zihuatanejo?
The short answer is yes. The slightly longer version, because I did do a video on this recently, is that really if you're not doing anything illegal, then you're not going to be a target. I always feel like a town is a town that's comfortable honking their horns is probably a safe town, and Zihua has a very healthy amount of car honking. Not overly aggressive, but healthy.
How much does it cost to live in Zihuatanejo?
Excluding renting a place, which really depends on what you're looking for and can go from $300 to $6,000 US dollars a month, and any health insurance costs that you may have. Expenses can include utilities, your cell phone, meals, transportation, entertainment, and for 2 people you can live fairly comfortably on about 8,000 pesos per week.
How much is a taxi to Barra de Potosi?
Expect to pay about 400 pesos to go from Zihuatanejo to Barra de Potosi. Most trips within town between Zihua and Exopa are going to be 40 to 100 pesos. Barra de Potosi and Troncones and areas that are outside of kind of that 20-kilometer radius of Zihua Exopa are a bit more expensive, but there aren't a lot of places on a day-to-day basis that you're going to find that's going to cost you more than 200 pesos to catch a ride. A ride from the airport into Zihua is about 550 pesos, but you can get a ride back to the airport from town for between 200 and 250 pesos.
Should we rent a car?
If you're traveling with small kids and bringing car seats, because I don't know if you'll be able to find car seats down here, then you probably will want to rent a car because you'll have a tough time finding transportation built for young children. Otherwise, in almost all situations, I would recommend not renting a car. We do have a few friends that occasionally rent their car, or they know someone that rents their personal car. So if you're feeling adventurous and want a car for a day or two, then you can find someone in town willing to rent theirs for like 700 pesos a day plus the gas that you use. I'm sure it's a lot easier than renting from a car rental place.
How does tipping work?
We probably have some gringo guilt built in when we're tipping, so we go a little bit above the average while trying to walk a fine line of not screwing things up for everybody else too much. Tipping for food and drinks to go is not the normal custom. We do tip, but we may scale back to 10% or so. For example, 100 pesos we'll give for something that's 85 or 90 pesos, or we'll give 40 pesos for a 35 peso coffee. But when we're dining in, 15 to 20% is generally fair to us.
Does Sam's Club take Visa?
Yeah, Sam's takes Visa.
Can I pay for things in dollars?
Don't pay in dollars. Sam's Club does take credit cards. The higher end restaurants and the hardware stores, utility companies, they'll take credit cards. Big grocery stores obviously will too. But small tiendas, restaurants, street vendors, they're not going to accept credit cards. And you should try not to pay mom and pop places with credit cards because of the built-in commissions that they take. These places may take U.S. currency, but pay in pesos because they're going to have to exchange the currency and take a hit on the exchange. It's easy to get pesos from an ATM, plus it's generally your best bet for a good exchange rate. And not everyone has a bank account here. So the person that you're buying that item from may have a bit of difficulty getting it exchanged, the $10 in U.S. exchanged for pesos, and they're going to take a hit on the exchange rate too. So definitely pay in pesos.
Is a good place to live?
You can insert any town or neighborhood here. Places to live and how you decide are kind of like beaches. It depends on what you're looking for. Really for us, I think the main advice we would give is when trying to find an area to live or to buy a home is really to keep an open mind.
How do you make money as an expat?
Same way you make money as a regular pat. There is no one size fits all way to earn a living. Find a job, start a business, win the lottery, then figure out a way to live or work from anywhere else in the world. All right, that's all I got. Thanks. Have a good day.